Hi guys, after completing the previous chapter, computation of income from partnership, now I take the next chapter, as I mentioned, double taxation avoidance agreement, which we commonly call it as DTAA. One of the smallest chapter in terms of length, 99% I should be able to finish off in 3 videos only. खाली 5 सम है. इवन इन द टेक्स्ट बुक देयर आर 4-5 सम्स एंड उसमें से एक दो सम कंपनी के हैं जो तुम्हारे सिलेबस में नहीं है. सो जस्ट 5 सम्स टू बी डन एंड वी आर डन विद इट. एज आई टोल्ड यू 3 लेक्चर में हो जाएगा. नाउ यू ऑल रिकलेक्ट व्हेन वी डिड टैक्स रेट का चैप्टर, आई टोल्ड यू दैट दिस चैप्टर कवर्स द बेस ऑफ मेनी चैप्टर्स. उसमें से एक डबल टैक्सेशन अवॉइडेंस एग्रीमेंट है. इफ यू नो हाउ टू कैलकुलेट द टैक्स प्रॉपर्ली, 40% ऑफ द सम में वही करना है, पहले टैक्स कैलकुलेट करना है. कंप्यूटेशन ऑफ टोटल इनकम का छोटा स्टेटमेंट बनाना है फॉर प्रेजेंटेशन. कैलकुलेट टैक्स, 40% इज सेम एंड देन देयर आर न्यू स्टेप्स. याद है हम लोग ने एडवांस टैक्स में शायद एक चैप्टर में वी कैलकुलेटेड एवरेज रेट ऑफ टैक्स. वो यहाँ पे भी करना है. हर एक सम में एवरेज रेट ऑफ टैक्स करना है. सो एनीवे दैट वी विल सी आफ्टर सम टाइम. First, let's understand what is the concept of the chapter Double Taxation Avoidance Agreement, that is DTAA. Okay, let's get into that. Sorry guys, 1 minute. Sorry. Now see, Double Taxation Avoidance Agreement. As the first two words suggest, double tax. याद है, I have told you again and again in many of the chapters that I'll be repeating this statement again and again. What was that statement? Income which is taxed once cannot be taxed again. Expenses which are deducted once cannot be deducted again. I'll repeat. Income which is taxed once cannot be taxed again. Expense which is deducted once cannot be deducted again. So that is the concept of double taxation. Now, there are many concepts in this, but your syllabus of undergrad level SYBAF is restricted to a certain thing. Now I'll tell you situation क्या है. Whoever is the assessee, जो person का तुम tax calculate कर रहे हो, the situation will be such. He is earning, first of all, he will be a resident. He is earning an income abroad. उसका tax उसे वहां भी लग रहा है. Say for example, that person is in United States, USA में है. He is getting an income as a resident of India in USA. So what will happen? That particular income which he is earning in USA, उसका tax he will be paying there also. At the same time, he will be paying here also. He is earning an income in USA, जिसका tax he will be paying there as well as here. Now, can I say वो income ऐसी है कि दोनों जगह tax लगा? So what I told you, an income which is taxed once cannot be taxed twice. But यहाँ पे दोनों country में लग रहा है same income के ऊपर. So he will get a certain amount of rebate. We call in this chapter as relief. उसको relief मिलेगा. That is as good as a rebate only. Because since the income is taxed at two places, he will get some relief, or you call it in simple words rebate, or you call it as concession in tax. That is double taxation avoidance agreement. Sums are very simple. Understand the first sum. I'll just give you the introduction. थोड़े बहुत terms explain कर रहा हूँ. Then I'll be taking in this session only one sum. उसके बाद next दो classes में I'll be taking two sums and done with this chapter. Okay, now coming to some words in this chapter. First of all, when I say double taxation, that is DT. There are two things in this. Understand this, a few terms. Juridical double taxation and economic double taxation. ये जो मैं एक्सप्लेन कर रहा हूं ना, your theory part will get done in this only, and even your objectives gets done in this, and after we complete the chapter maybe you don't have to read the theory also. glance करना है, glance 100% करना, but concept तुम्हारा समझ में इधर ही आ जाएगा. So the efforts which you are supposed to put in the theory gets reduced drastically. Okay, so two things. One is juridical double taxation and the other is economic. Now दोनों में फर्क क्या है? Now in your syllabus you have only the first one. ये तुम्हारे सिलेबस में नहीं है. Now दोनों में डिफरेंस क्या है? In juridical taxation what will happen is, जो मैंने तुम्हें एग्जाम्पल दिया, इनकम gets taxed twice to same person in different countries. I'll repeat. Juridical double taxation में income gets taxed twice to same person in different countries. Income gets taxed twice to same person in different countries. And यहाँ पे what will happen is, income gets taxed to different person in different countries. This will be same income, आपको ऊपर भी same income है, gets taxed to different person in different countries. Okay, taxed twice to different person in different countries. Now as I told you, ये तुम्हारे में syllabus में नहीं है, so we will not get into that. So this is the situation what you are supposed to do. Getting it? Juridical double taxation में income gets taxed twice to same person in different countries. यहाँ पे the same income is taxed to two different person which is not in your syllabus. This was one thing. Okay. Now the second thing. There is something called as relief. Relief is, you know what, similar to what we did now. Tax rate, advance tax में, rebate under section 87A, same way there is relief. Now here when I say relief now, relief is in two parts. One is unilateral relief and the other is bilateral relief. Unilateral relief and bilateral relief. Now what happens? यहाँ पे one country, remember पूरे chapter में the situation is such, same income is taxed twice in different countries. That you keep in mind. One country gives you relief. Unilateral में one country gives you relief and there is no double taxation avoidance agreement. There is no double taxation avoidance agreement and one country gives you relief. This comes under section 91. Again, unilateral तुम्हारे syllabus में है, bilateral तुम्हारे syllabus में नहीं है. Okay, so I'll repeat. Unilateral relief में one country gives you relief. दोनों जगह टैक्स हो रहा है, जैसे मैंने एग्जाम्पल दिया यूएस और इंडिया. One will give you relief. Here in our case it will be relief from India only. No double taxation avoidance agreement and the relief is under section 90. Now see, यहाँ पे क्या होगा? Bilateral में both countries will give you relief. Bilateral में both countries will give you relief. ओके, यहाँ पे एक कंट्री था जो इंडिया होगा, यहाँ पे बोथ कंट्रीज. यहाँ पे no double taxation avoidance agreement. Here there will be double taxation avoidance agreement. This is section 91. ये होगा section 90. This is just for theory. मैंने theory दिया हुआ है. In case they ask you in short note or a 7 mark, 8 mark answer, define or explain relief, unilateral and bilateral, you will write what I am explaining you plus थोड़ा बहुत extra जो तुम theory से पढ़ोगे. Okay, so both the countries gives you relief. There is a double taxation avoidance agreement 91 and 90. Keep this in mind. Okay, so this was the thing. Now third में there are two things. One is tax credit and one is tax exemption. One is tax credit and the other is tax exemption. Now listen, tax credit में क्या होगा? It's like your relief. You will be getting relief of tax from one country. One country gives you relief in taxation. That is tax credit. That means you will pay tax at both the countries, but one country will give you the benefit of the income being taxed at both the places. That is tax credit, and this is what is there in your syllabus. Okay. Now tax exemption क्या होगा? Again, this is not in your syllabus. Okay, this is not in your syllabus. अभी देखो tax credit में I'll repeat. Understand this. दोनों कंट्री में टैक्स लगा, एक कंट्री तुम्हें रिलीफ देगी. यहां पे क्या होगा? टैक्स एग्जेम्पशन. वन कंट्री only will tax you. You will be taxed only in one country. Second country will not tax you. You will be taxed only in one country. Second country will not tax you. Second country will not tax you. Clear with this? So see, I'll brush up. Three things. One, juridical double tax. Next is economic tax. Here income gets taxed twice to the same person in different countries. यहाँ पे same income gets taxed to different person in different countries. This is not in your syllabus. Relief, unilateral, bilateral. Unilateral में one country gives you relief. यहाँ पे both give you relief. No agreement, agreement there. Section 91, section 90. Tax credit, one country gives you relief in taxation, which is in the syllabus, and यहाँ पे only tax will be charged at one country. So if the tax is charged at one country, there is no question of any relief or tax because एक ही जगह tax लगा है. Relief or tax credit कभी आएगा? जब भी दोनों जगह tax लगा. Just keep this important points in mind. Alright guys, as I told you, it's a very simple and a short chapter, but you have to understand the first sum very carefully. वो समझ में आ गया, बाकी का sums you will find it very simple. Okay, so I just pause the video and I'll be back with the solution, solving of first sum. Okay guys, I'll just take the first sum what I mentioned. Now as I told you, it is going to be a good revision of tax rate chapter also. If you know the calculation of tax, तुम्हारा 40% sum इधर ही हो गया. Okay, let's see. Question number 1. Mr. Rohan, a resident of India and a model, is deriving income of rupees 20 lakhs from modeling in Australia. Tax of 4 lakh was deducted at source at 20% in Australia. This is important. Of course, it won't affect the starting part. India does not have any agreement for avoidance of double taxation. As I told you, in your syllabus, you have some only where there is unilateral relief. Both the countries do not have agreement. One has. Income, both the countries do not have any. There is no double taxation avoidance agreement. Income earned by Rohan in India is rupees 5 lakhs. During the year, Rohan invested 1 lakh in term deposit of a scheduled bank which is eligible for deduction under section 80C. Straight away diya hua hai. As I told you, deductions also will be very straightforward in this. Now guys, listen. We have to approach the sum in a very step-by-step manner. Textbooks may they have done it directly, but I am going to make it very simple for you. Again, I repeat, 3-4 minutes ज़्यादा जाएगा, but your understanding will become very, very simple. Okay, chalo, let's start. First step, what we will do is, we will first compute the total income. Who is the person? Mr. Rohan. Now, again, there is no need to write in detail all the heads. So what I am doing, I am straight away writing computation of total income. यहाँ पे कुछ डिटेल में जाने की जरूरत नहीं है. Computation of total income. And to be honest, in this you did not make 2 columns also. जरूरत नहीं है 2 columns बनाने का. If you want to make, ये सम में तो जरूरत नहीं है. I am avoiding. If you want to make 2 columns, make. Okay. Heading, particulars, and single column of amount. Okay. We will go step by step. First part of question number 1 is computation of total income. You can also write computation of total income. Chalo, I make it simple. मैं ऐसा नहीं करता. I will write like that. Computation of total income of Mr. Rohan. Computation of total income of Mr. Rohan. Okay. Now see. यहाँ पे you will have to take all the incomes which he is earning. Let it be in India. Let it be abroad. Total income देखना है. Let's see. क्या क्या है total income? Modeling income earned in Australia. Okay. So let's write. No need to show all the heads. Income from ये chapter में जरूरत नहीं है. Okay. Income from modeling in Australia. Okay. Income from modeling in Australia. How much? 20 lakhs. So income from modeling in Australia is 20 lakhs. Then any other income? Yes. Income earned in India 5 lakhs. Tax भूल जाओ अभी. Income earned in India 5 lakhs. Okay. Anything else is there? That's it as far as the income is concerned. So let's take the total. We will call this as gross total income, that is 25 lakhs. Gross total income 25 lakhs. From this deduct deductions under chapter 6A. Okay. Deductions under chapter 6A. What they say? 80C. Deposit in scheduled bank. Okay. Under section 80C, term deposit in scheduled bank. How much it is? 1 lakh. Okay. So 25 minus 1, 24 lakhs. that is going to be my total income. Okay, so 25 lakh minus 1 lakh, that is going to be my total income 24 lakhs. So the first step, you have to get your total income. Okay, this will be the first step, get your total income. I am going very much step by step, gradually steps बढ़ा रहा हूँ as compared to what is given in majority authors के book, but I am going to make it very simple for you all. Okay guys, so first step, we got the total income of Rohan. Now next, we will calculate iska tax as per Indian tax laws. Whether he has earned abroad, in India, doesn't matter, tax उसको लगेगा because he is a resident. Resident रहेगा तो ही ये concept आएगा, otherwise ये concept will not come. Okay, so now keeping in mind total income of 24 lakhs, let's calculate the tax payable. Age नहीं दिया है, what I told you, whenever the age is not given, we'll assume he is below 60 years. Okay, chalo, the next step, B, computation of tax payable. Computation of tax payable. What we did earlier. Okay, particulars and tax. He is a resident below 60 years of age. We know very well, up to rupees 2,50,000, up to rupees 2,50,000 tax nahi hai, so the tax will be nil. No tax up to rupees 2,50,000, so tax rate nil. Then rupees 2,51,000 to rupees 5 lakhs. We know very well, 5 lakh minus 250, कितना है balance? 5 lakhs. Oh sorry, 250. So 2,50,000 का 5% gives you 12,500. Okay, 2,51,000 to 5 lakh, 2,50,000 का 5%, 12,500. Total income 24 lakhs, going about 10 lakhs. So next lakh पूरा आएगा rupees 5 lakh 1 to rupees 10 lakhs. This is a good revision for you all for the chapter tax rate. So 10 lakh minus 5 lakh. 5 lakh का 20%, that gives you 1 lakh. Okay, 5 lakh का 20%, 1 lakh. You all know this very well. 10 lakhs के ऊपर गया, he is below 60 years of age, ये standard है. 10 lakhs हो गया, कितना है? 24 lakhs. In this they will not ask you special rate of tax. 24 lakhs से 10 हो गया, तो कहना है इसे बाकी बचा 14 lakhs. So what he will do? On balance rupees 14 lakhs, it will be 14 lakh का 30%. Okay, it will be 14 lakh का 30%, 4,20,000. So that gives you 420 plus 1, 5 lakh plus 12,500, 532,500. 532,500. Total income is 24 lakhs, above 5 lakhs. Rebate नहीं मिलेगा, but then too, as I told you, you mention so that you don't forget. less rebate under section 87A, that is nil. So 532 500 minus 0 gives you 532 500. This is my tax payable, that is 532 500. And guys, do not forget 4% HEC. So add HEC at the rate of 4%. 532 500 into 4% gives you 21 300. So 553 800 is my total tax paid. Okay, so 553 800 is my total tax payable. So the total tax payable is 553 800. Got it, guys? I'll repeat. Step A. First step, get the total income. Step 2, get the total tax payable. As I told you, यहाँ तक तुमने already किया हुआ है. So 30 to 40% is same what we have done. Now guys, the next step. We have done earlier once, but it will be a good revision, and that is the main important point. The next step, that is step number 3, calculation of average rate of tax. Calculation of average rate of tax. What you will do? Straightforward. We got this total tax payable. You paid this on what income? On the total income of 24 lakhs. So my average rate of tax will be total tax payable in India upon the total income into 100. No need for the formula, but we will write it in the form of formula. We'll make it simple. Okay, I'll write it in the form of formula. Average rate of income tax is equal to total tax payable upon total tax payable upon the total income into 100. Average rate of income tax is equal to total tax payable upon total income into 100. कितना है मेरा tax payable? My total tax payable is 553 800 upon the total income, that is 24 lakhs into 100. 553 800 upon 24 lakhs into 100. So 553 800 divided by 24 lakhs into 100 gives you 23.0. Okay, we'll round it up to 2, but because it is showing exact, we will write it 23.075%. Even if we round it up to 23.082 decimal, is fine. Therefore, my average rate of tax is 23.07. Average rate of tax is 23.07. Remember, double taxation will come into picture only when there is income earned abroad and there is tax paid abroad as well as in India. अगर एक ही जगह पे income earn किया, there is no question of doing this chapter. Clear with this, guys? Now listen. एवरेज रेट ऑफ टैक्स आ गया. नाउ द next thing will be to calculate the tax payable in the foreign country. The tax rate, not payable, tax rate in the foreign country. Now if you see ना, ये सब में तुमको डायरेक्टली दिया है 4 लाख is the tax deducted which is at a rate of 20%. मेरा इनकम कितना है 20 lakhs. They have mentioned 20% rate, so तुम्हारा नेक्स्ट वर्किंग कम हो जाएगा. अगर वो 20% रेट नहीं दिया होता, I would have done same way. 4 lakh divided by 20 lakhs into 100, that would give me the tax rate in foreign country. So see what I have to do. I got the average tax rate in India. I need to see the tax rate in foreign country. 20% दिया हुआ है. अगर नहीं दिया रहता, there would be an extra step. Now because the tax rate is given in the foreign country, I can straight away do the next part which will be the last part. Now उसमें क्या करना है? You have to calculate the net tax payable. Net tax payable कैसे करोगे? I will take this amount, this rate of tax. I will compare with the rate of tax in foreign country. I will take this tax rate into consideration. I will compare with the rate of tax in the foreign country जो दिया है 20%. Relief मिलेगा, I'll show you the calculation. Relief मिलेगा on that tax rate which is the lower of the two. So यहाँ का 23.075 और if you have rounded off 23.08, foreign का 20, whichever is lower. कौन सा lower है? 20%. So my relief will be this or the foreign rate whichever is lower. So because foreign rate का tax का rate directly दिया है, there is no need to calculate. Otherwise there would be an extra fourth step where we get the tax rate of foreign country जो हम लोग next sum में करेंगे. Got it? So I'll repeat. I'll give you a note also. Don't worry. My relief will be for the rate which will be this or the foreign rate 20%, whichever is lower. Okay. So now what I'll do, I will take step number D and उसके नीचे I will give you two heading. यहाँ पे दिया computation of tax payable. Here for this chapter I will give the heading computation of net tax payable. Computation of net tax payable. Headings will be particulars and single column of amount. Particulars, single column of amount. Now listen, you will get a relief. Relief मतलब deduction, concession, rebate. But उस rebate कहाँ से मिलेगा? Original tax amount से. So first, what is your tax payable? What you got here? 553,800. So write there. Total tax payable. Total tax payable 553,800. Total tax payable 553,800. Now guys, listen very carefully. Less relief under section 91. As I told you, तुम्हारे सिलेबस में वही है. What you will do? अभी ध्यान से सुनो. What is my total income? 24 lakhs. Gross कितना है? 25 lakhs. ध्यान दो. Which is the income which is taxed both in Australia and India? ये तो income earned in India. ये ऑस्ट्रेलिया में टैक्स होगा नहीं. And it depends वहां का रूल्स क्या है, which we are not concerned also. हर एक कंट्री का टैक्स का रूल्स तुम्हें याद नहीं रखना, इवन सीए फाइनल में याद नहीं रखना, तो अंडर ग्रेजुएट लेवल तो फॉरगेट इट. 20 lakhs इज द इनकम टैक्स एट बोथ द कंट्रीज. उस पे रिलीफ मिलेगा. सो नाउ लिसन, माय रिलीफ व्हिच यू विल गेट विल बी 20 lakhs. व्हाट इज 20 lakhs? द इनकम व्हिच इज टैक्स्ड इन बोथ द कंट्रीज. व्हाट इज 20 lakhs? द इनकम व्हिच इज टैक्स्ड in both the countries. 20 lakhs is the income which is taxed in both the countries. So 20 lakhs into what I told you, foreign rate of tax is 20%, जहां का 23.05, 20 or 23.05, whichever is lower, which is lower, 20. So 20 lakh का 20%, sorry, 20 lakh का 20%, that is 4 lakhs. So 553 minus 4 lakhs gives you 153,800. This is my net tax payable. This is my net tax payable. This is my net tax payable. Got it? That means what? 4 लाख का रिलीफ मुझे मिल गया. My total tax payable is 553,800. उसमें से मुझे 4 लाख का रिलीफ मिला. So 153,800. Now remember why you have got this? Because ये 20 lakhs की इनकम पे तुमने ऑस्ट्रेलिया में भी टैक्स भरा है, इंडिया में भी टैक्स भरा है. What I told you, my statement which I have repeated almost in every chapter multiple times, income which is taxed once cannot be taxed again. दोनों जगह लगा है, टैक्स तुमने दोनों जगह भरा है, but because you have paid it in 2 different countries, you will be getting a relief. यहाँ पे दोनों जगह टैक्स नहीं बचेगा सेम, बट दोनों जगह जो भरा है एक जगह पे you will get a good rebate. And fortunately because the 20% rate was higher, जो फॉरेन कंट्री में लगा है पूरा का पूरा रिबेट मिल गया. सपोज माई रेट वुड हैव बीन डिफरेंट, सपोज ये होता 30%, सो तुमने फॉरेन कंट्री में 30% भरा रहता, लेकिन यहाँ पे रिलीफ मिलता 23.05, whichever is. So guys, this is the concept of double taxation. एक काम करो, पहले नोट ले लो, write down the rule. This note we will put it in each and every sum. The foreign rate of tax is 20%. The foreign rate of tax is 20%. Whereas the average rate of tax in India, average rate of tax in India is 23.075%. Is 23.075%. Therefore, the tax rate for relief, under section 91, will be 20% or 23.075%, 20% or 23.075%, whichever is lower. Got it guys? So this was the concept of double taxation. Again I'll repeat, अगर foreign rate 30% होता, so 30 or this whichever is lower, in this case ये आता था. And because they have straight away given you the tax rate of foreign country, एक step कम हो गया. Otherwise we'll have to do the same step what we did here for foreign tax, जो next class के सामने आएगा. Next class I'll be taking 2 sums where same situation will be there. Lower rate will change, sometimes वहां का होगा lower, sometimes यहाँ का. And उसके बाद the last class में there will be 2 different incomes tax in 2 different countries. So ये calculation जो है हमें 2 बार करना पड़ेगा for foreign rate. That we'll see in the last class. But next class में I'll be doing same level of sums where sometimes this will be lower, sometimes this will be lower. Got it guys? So I'll just brush up. The name of the chapter, Double Taxation Avoidance Agreement. For your syllabus, you are earning an income abroad, जिसका tax you are paying abroad as well as in India. Now, since the income is taxed at both the places, you will be getting relief under section 91, which will be the income taxed at both the places multiplied by the rate of tax, which will be the average rate of tax in India or the tax of that foreign country, whichever is lower. Step first, get simple calculation of total income. Take all the taxable income, deduct chapter under 6A, get your total income. Get the tax in the normal way what we have done. Calculate the average rate of tax in India. I just added here. Calculation of average rate of tax in India. Sorry, I just added. Anyway, it's understood but added. Get it and then give the relief. Take the total tax payable what you get. From that, deduct the relief, which would be the income taxed at both the countries, rate, average rate of tax in India or the foreign rate of tax, whichever is lower, and get the net tax paid. Got it, guys? So that's it. I'm not taking another sum. This being the first session, I wind up here. That's it. See you all in the next class where we will be taking couple of sums. Please revise this. If you revise this, next class ke dono sum, you will find it very, very simple. That's it, guys. Please do revise this before we meet in the next class. Till then, take care, guys.